And so yes, and yeah, it's probably.
That's all I can say.
I don't know. Was it really? Okay. Oh, they're trans. Oh no. Oh boy. Oh jeez. We're gonna get to that, but let me finish this, okay? Yes. All right. Give me a minute. I did not know this was you called this. I actually didn't. Well, in a way I did, with like everybody clamoring to like, you know, which group of people is at fault for this. I think that this is my opinion, okay? I think that if you go into a Catholic school full of children and you kill them, you have transcended ideology. You are into psychosis. It doesn't matter if you're white, black, Muslim, trans, straight, gay, tall, short, fat, skinny, male, female, anything. You have transcended ideology. You have transcended logic. You have transcended doctrine. You have transcended even dogma. And you have entered into psychosis and profound mental illness. And so that's the way I see it, okay? That's the way I see it. I think that there are very few Luigis where it seems like this guy kind of like, you know, it wasn't a total nutball. But yeah, you've transcended. Oh, transcended. Damn. I didn't even see that. I didn't even know that. Bro, we're gonna get to it real quick, okay? But yeah, the problem with what you're saying is you're being logical. Twitter retards aren't capable of that. Well, that's why everybody's watching me. That's why everybody waiting to see what I'm gonna say about it. Like, whenever I say something about something, everybody talking about it, people are like, damn, y'all believe what he said? They're like, damn, let's talk about what he said. And like, that's it. So no, of course, right? I mean, that's the reason why. Is that in a world that's gone crazy, I'm the only one who's sane. And by the way, I hate to tell you guys this is, I almost don't want to say this.
Brilliant inventor in Kratz.
I really believe that.
Just ask him. Not just puppets.
I do.
Almost
I do. I really believe that. I believe that I'm one of the
here.
only people who hasn't gone crazy.
Be curious about the guy.
Everybody else has gone crazy. And I'm one of the only people who hasn't.
That is.
Yes, yes, you're all wrong. Exactly. You're not alone. Sometimes I feel like it. But yes, I know that I'm not alone. You're going to talk about, yeah, I'll talk about Tectone's ban. Tectone got banned for being white. That's what happened. I found out from an anonymous source yesterday in my dreams that Tectone actually was banned for being white. Yeah, we've got a crazy problem here on Twitch. And that's where we're at. Big mistake. That's right. Should have done what, wait, I was going to make a blackface joke. Let's not. And anyway, so the point is, so you have Scotland that's trying to sweep and justify why it's okay. Like, I mean, again, these people will totally just resign any form of logic, rationality, or common sense thinking away in order for them to reaffirm their just stupid fucking views. So stupid. And so, yeah, you dream about Tectone? No, I didn't say, I didn't say if it was a nightmare or not, did I? And he got banned because he was bald. Maybe you're right. And so, yes, anyway, Tectone viewership went down 100% after the bot crackdown today. That's true. Before, Tectone had 11,000 viewers, and now Tectone has 0. I wonder what happened. I guess he was, so nobody was watching. Well, how do you guys even know about it then? Yeah, he doesn't have any viewers today. Damn, that's crazy. In my opinion, I think that I'm gonna be on, like, I talked to Tectone like very briefly yesterday about the situation. I think that Tectone, the thing is that, like, you have to be able to exercise stoicism and restraint in the face of tension and stress. And whenever you're in a situation where you're, you know, on edge, where you're mad, or where something is, you know, not going the way you want it to, you need to make sure that you keep your head straight. And I think that in a lot of cases, there are times where I could do something that would maybe be very aggressive and it would maybe make me feel good, but it would not achieve my goal in the long term. I think that a form of long-term thinking and long-term planning, because I don't think it's good for him that he gets banned. I don't think it's good for him that he got suspended. It doesn't help him, right? I mean, obviously, to an extent, you know, it makes them be a martyr, and I think it does draw attention to the fact that other people have gotten suspended for way less time for way more stuff. Like, for example, like Mike from PA, like saying that Jews are a demonic ethnicity or demonic entity or something like that, I would say that's worse than just simply using the homophobic F word. And I don't see how any reasonable person couldn't come to that conclusion. But at the same time, you have to look at what serves your interests and what serves your goals the best. Is it best to alienate yourself from a system by doing something extreme in order to prove a point? Or is it best to work within the system and to try to change it gradually over time? Now, my opinion in general is to work within a system and change it over time because I think it's more effective. I only look at, and this is something that, you know, it's taken me a long time to get there. And I still fall short of this in some cases myself. But on a personal level, I only look at where I am and where I want to be. That's it. I don't think about how I feel. I don't think about what's right. I don't think about what's wrong. I don't think about what's fair. I don't think about what should happen or what shouldn't happen. I just simply look at where am I, where do I want to go, and how do I get there? That's it. That's the only thing that I think about is how do I achieve my goal? And if achieving my goal means doing something that might hurt my ego, I do it instantly. If achieving my goal means doing something that would put somebody in a position that they don't want to be in, I would do it instantly. Anything that I would want to do is in service of a goal. And so the moment that you lose sight of that goal and you start thinking in terms of releasing your own self is the moment that your goal is no longer what you're working towards. That's the way I see it. That's my viewpoint on things. And I know that, you know, in service of the goal. What the fuck is your goal? It depends on what happens. It does. That's called psychosis, my dude. Most people can't set aside their emotions. Well, just work on it. People set it, and that's actually not true. People set aside their emotions all the time. Everybody in a traffic jam is mad. Nobody is trying to run each other over because people are setting aside their emotions and they're patient and they wait for their turn. All of the time, everybody constantly exercises self-restraint on a daily basis, on a regular basis. 100%. Accusations made against them might have directly led to potentially lethal interaction with law enforcement. I can't see how people don't consider calling someone a rapist to be worse than the F word. Calling somebody a rapist is infinitely worse than calling somebody the F word. Here's how you know that's true. Because calling somebody a rapist can get you a defamation charge and make you lose millions of dollars, and calling somebody the F word can't. So that's a big reason why. It's literally that simple. No, you're absolutely right. I mean, you shouldn't be having people say that somebody's a rapist for any reason. Like, that's it. And you can call anyone the F word. Well, I'm just saying in general. Saying the F word doesn't land you in jail, but calling somebody a rapist does. Or it could. Not jail, but like a court judgment, right? And so, yeah. But anyway, bro, being in traffic doesn't get me mad enough to want to murder someone. I didn't say that, did I? Did I say murder? No, I didn't. I said drive around everybody else. Like, do you ever get impatient? Have you ever been impatient waiting in a line? Do you run to the beginning of the line? No, you don't. You control your emotions and you wait until it's your turn. This is the way it works. And so everybody exercises, and this is the problem, right? Is that people have put themselves into a position of learned helplessness, where they think that they are not in control of their own lives. But you are in control of your own life. You've always been in control of your own life. And you exercise that restraint every day, every minute, every hour of your life, and you are not even realizing it. And as soon as you realize it, you can practice doing it consciously. But the first thing to do, before you can practice doing it consciously, is to be conscious of the fact that you've already been doing it. So that's the way that I look at it. Okay, this is some fucking, you know, Asmongold life lesson. By the way, I live in my mom's house. I'm fucking 35. I don't have a girlfriend, and I'm balding, okay? So I wouldn't listen to my opinion on stuff. But in general, that's what I'm saying. I do think that I'm right about this. The illegal migrant simulator is insane. So a few days ago, how many days ago? 2 days ago, I make a video about this and I talk about it, and this has attracted a tremendous amount of attention. So the girl that did it has deleted her account. the website that made it has been shut down. The video on the Gamescom website has been turned off and it's been privated. This has been a complete fucking obliteration. And I asked the question, because the game hasn't been released yet. Did I get the game deported or did I get it aborted?
Correct. Yes, that's what I heard.
Ah, jeez, guys. That's a tough one, isn't it? Oh, man. Absolute and total win. Yep, that's right. This is somebody crying about my video and what I did. Hypocrite and hypocritical losers take us north.
Video games are art.
All right, that's enough. So yeah, anyway, that retard talks about me all the time. Anytime this guy has any sort of motion, it's whenever he's complaining about me. I know him. I've seen his videos before. He's just a moron. So it's not really worth taking seriously or looking at or thinking about at all. And so, yeah, I don't want to hear about it. I don't care what you think is hypocritical. It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter to me. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. And so, yes, anyway, cry about it, bitch about it, tweet about it, make videos about it, mauled about it. That's fine. It's all okay to me. And anyway, because you know why? You know why it's okay? It's because it worked. Remember what I said earlier about how the only thing that I do is I look at where I am and where I want to be, and I get there? It worked. I don't care about maintaining some form of consistency. I don't give a shit about that. I care about achieving a goal, and we achieved a goal. We shut this shit down. We completely suppressed this. Totally shut these people out. Massively shit on them. After funding a game, Take Us North, about illegal immigration to the USA, after Asmongold, reacted to the Gamescom video about the game, it was quickly set to private hours later. What was wrong with the game, though? It's not a game. It was propaganda. It was propaganda meant to misrepresent people that are illegally entering the country, and it also whitewashed people like coyotes and the people who are effectively human traffickers that get people across the border, and in the process of that, violently sexually abuse them in some cases, rape them. They bring over drugs as well. I mean, that's the reason why you're whitewashing literal criminal rapists and trying to make it into some kind of like fucking hero's journey. Get the fuck out of here. Absolutely not. Why censor it? Yeah. And so they glorified, yeah, fuck that. Yeah, it's a game. It's meant to send over misinformation. And you can see this, right? Amaze nominee. And you can see all of these pathetic, embarrassing video game organizations that, you know, that gas this up. And I can guarantee you that these decisions were made by Karens, and everybody knows it. And so I want to say to all of these organizations, please keep doing this. This is great content for me. I love doing this. Never stop making games like this, okay? Like, I'm going to lose out on so much content if this actually goes away. Like, I'm worried that maybe I should take a step back. Maybe I should take a step back from get going on these games, because it's like, look at what happened to the white rhinos, huh? Now they're gone. They're dead. They went extinct. Like, maybe it's better to keep them as an endangered species so we can hunt them for sport every once in a while, but we don't ruin the whole flock. Because I feel like we're killing all of them. We're killing them all. Metaphorically. And so anyway, yeah, we're running out. I'm running out of games to go after. I don't know what's going to happen. What am I going to do? Am I going to have to actually play video games sometime soon? What the fuck? What do you mean I'm going to have to play video games? Slow the culling. Yeah, this is awful. How could this happen to me? Yeah, play games, fuck this. Yeah, I know. I'm losing my fucking mind. And so anyway, basically, even the person that created the game got shut down. This is funny. USA, and processing the trauma from being a minority with real audio clips from real illegals. I have to see this. I have to see it. I want to watch it. This is content. Wait a minute. Okay, we might have something here. Let's get it. Oh.
Here's my pronouns are she, her, and
Ah, shit! They're currently. That's right. It's crazy. It's crazy how much of a self-report that is, isn't it? And so anyway, let me see if I can go back and look at this here and find it. And where to go? Oh, you can see. So Elon Musk actually asked me. He says, "Is Microsoft really funding this company?" I said, "I'm actually not sure. I don't think it's direct funding, but maybe from a VC that's a couple levels of removal from Microsoft instead. Most cynical evaluation, it's funded by a group from so Microsoft wants to launch their ideas by not getting Microsoft involved with it." Do you want to know what's really sad? Is that I was wrong. Microsoft promoted it themselves. I was actually like, I thought to myself, there's no way Microsoft would ever do this. This is so stupid. This is so ridiculous. There's no way they would do this. And here we are. And there it is. It's financed by the German government. It's financed by the German government. Maybe we should finance a game against the German policies nowadays. Talk about how Germany censors people and doesn't allow them freedom of speech. Maybe about how they try to make political parties like the AfD illegal. Maybe we should make a video game like that, and call it Among Us or Wolfenstein. Yeah, I guess we already did, didn't we? And so anyway, this week we're shining a spotlight on Anima Creates, and you can see right here this app no longer exists. And their upcoming game, Take Us North. Find out how the Xbox developer empowered the indie studio to create a narrative adventure survival game that follows the poignant journeys of a diverse set of characters. Promoting an illegal immigrant simulator is beyond shameful.
This place gives me the creeps. It's like something's gonna
we
jump
deported
out
it.
any second. It's
The
okay,
site
pal.
is shut down. The
Gemini's
video
looking
is
out for ya.
privated. The creators have deleted all of their accounts, and every vestige of this game has been removed from the internet. This is another total Karen obliteration. The Kickstarter's still up? Why am I not surprised? Maybe it was a psyop? I'm gonna let you know. If you come back and we try to talk about it again, there just might be another video. Oh, we just might have to do it again. And the thing is now, by the way, because I did it the first time and it worked, everybody is going to do it again. Everybody will. And so, yeah, there will be for sure. Kickstarter's wild, yes. Am I being a gatekeeper? I absolutely am. I am being a gatekeeper as much as I possibly can. And add another faction called the Hunters. The Hunters, I love that. So yeah, make it realistic. Yeah, there you go. Sure about Minneapolis? No. Can you gatekeep War 2? Yeah, I'm gonna get to that. Let me get to that as soon as I can. And anyway, so it shows to what end radicalized leftists will go to radicalized kids. Yes, this was a video game that was effectively, it was literally propaganda, and it was financed, unfortunately, and supported, unfortunately, directly by Microsoft. I thought there's no way that they did this. They did. I was wrong. They canceled the game, so technically we won. Yes, we beat the game by destroying it. I want to let you know that I will continue to do this. By closing their website and their video, they're admitting it's wrong. It's a huge W. I don't care whether they think it's wrong or not. Maybe they're afraid of the pushback, and I don't care what the reason is. I just don't want media like this out there, and I don't want it being promoted by big companies. It's disgusting, it's propaganda, it's manipulative, and it's wrong. And I'm gonna, again, the Pope of journalism. Yes, that's right, the Pope of journalism. And yes, I'm the Internet Border Patrol. There it is. Microsoft has canceled more games than they've released. That's true. Yeah, I guess you could have probably banked on them to do this anyway.
Out here
but
alone.
anyway, so yes, this game has been canceled, and you can clearly see. And what is this here? I don't know. What is this?
let's show how hypocritical a certain side of the aisle that likes to champion everything actually is. We had Gamescom last week, and all anyone could talk about, people who are on the left, people who are on the right, people who are in the middle, was the games that they were looking forward to.
Yeah.
Yeah, multiple people talking about games. I saw it. Glorifying coyotes, you know, the people that like to sell people into slavery, steal from them.
Oh, just a minute. We gotta get it.
That knockoff Ghost of Tsushima game, people were enjoying that, and people like me who were praising Lego fucking Batman for an entire week, talking about how awesome it looked, that they're bringing in classic movies and characters and combat from the Arkham game. It was mostly praise for all the games people were looking forward to. I saw multiple streams go on for hours talking about the games that they enjoyed. And a certain group of individuals did not say a fucking word. They didn't say a peep about that. But then you have Take Us North that gets revealed, a game that tries to glorify illegal immigration. Glorifying coyotes, you know, the people that like to sell people into slavery, steal from them. Sometimes.
Why is it that whenever they went to arrest all those people that were illegal aliens working at that pot farm, why were there kids there? It's a mystery. Nobody knows. Nobody has any idea why.
They delete them and then like to touch them without their consent. A game funded by Microsoft of all companies.
Of course.
About illegal immigration.
That's right.
Not only that,
and also the process of illegal immigration that very often involves genuine human trafficking, slavery, drug trade, and rape.
Interviewed and hired illegal immigrants to work on the game. You know, there's a law for that. I think it's called like aiding and abetting or some shit like that. But whatever. A bunch of people figure out what this game is, and the free market starts to decide and says, hey.
That's the problem. See, that's what they hate. They hate the free market. They hate when people can have opinions. They hate when people can speak out and say what they think. That's the reason why they try to control every social media platform. That's why they try to censor speech in Europe. That's why they try to control mainstream media and prevent podcasts and other types of independent broadcasters from speaking out. That's the reason the entire media apparatus and the entire apparatus that supports, like, you think about how many different levels of lies that something like this has to be built on top of. You need to have a house of cards. But the problem is every fucking card is the Joker. I think people are starting to realize that.
We don't want this bullshit, and now you got a bunch of weirdos on the internet going, oh, you're racist, look at the grifters, oh, look at da-da-da-da-da. My nigga in Christ, where were you when everyone were praising these video games? Where were you when everyone was saying, damn, I want a Lego fucking Batman game? Where were you guys? Oh, that's right, because you're exactly the same people that you try to project onto others. Because
he's actually, I love this so much because he's bringing up such a good point. Is that the real grifters are the ones that act like every video game that comes out or something like that whenever people complain about it? That's the only time they ever talk about video games. They don't ever talk about the games that they like. They're always focused on this fucking culture war bullshit. Like, meanwhile, yeah, I was excited for tons of video games. They're not talking about that.
You're not there for the good, the bad,
they don't like video
and
games.
the
No,
ugly.
they don't.
You're just there for the good. You just want
they're there for the ugly too. Like Veilguard.
All the praise. You just want to be toxically positive. You just want all the access. You don't want to be seen as a chud or a racist or a sexist or whatever. You're trying to put yourself in a higher pedestal than the others who give legitimate, actual criticism on all angles. You get no relevance unless you jump into these kind of controversies.
That's exactly it. And you see these crying ass, pussy bitch, annoying, like limp dick retards on Twitter that are sitting around constantly trying to take shots at me, take shots at him, take shots at anybody like us because we don't like it. This is just like Nazi Germany. This is just like, bro. You better hope and fucking pray that you're wrong. Please pray to God that you're wrong. You fucking retard. Karens? Yep.
You know, like the Alyssa Mercantes, so you're exactly what you try to call everyone else.
She's a waitress, by the way, now. So whenever I said welcome home, whenever I went and I did a little bit of these, I think she took the advice. We sent her back to we sent her back to Chili's. Get him out!
You're a grifter! And the funniest part about all of it is when this game drops, the only ones who are going to be playing it are the ones who's going to be making fun of it. Not the people that are on the internet trying to praise it. Not the ones saying,
I
oh,
play this shit for sure.
And
Absolutely.
all this blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Those niggas aren't going to play the game. It's
No,
gonna be-
that's the same thing that happened with South of Midnight. That's the crazy thing, is he's totally right about this shit. The same thing. Do you remember that fat, annoying, stupid fucking bitch that was trying to farm hate on me about the fact that, like, oh, like he's saying negative things about South of Midnight? I pull up her Twitch tracker. Number one, she's got no fucking viewers. Nobody gives a fuck about her. That's why she's talking about me. Number two, she never even played the game. Which one? I know. But anyway, so she goes and she's farming hate. I played this game for 7 fucking hours. I even said it was good. I said it was a decent ass game. The problem is that he is right in so many ways, and he probably knows this. South of Midnight wasn't a bad game. It wasn't a problematic game. There wasn't nothing wrong with it. But the thing is that everybody already made up their mind on this shit before they even played it. They never even played the game. They're tweeting about it. They're talking about it. It's all about virtue signaling. That's all it is. It's never about the games. It's never about the media. It's never about anything else other than performative fucking narcissism. It's optics. That's it. And that's the reason why we turn the optics around on them. We turn them around. We say, nah, bitch, we going in reverse. Nope.
People like me. It's gonna be people like Asmongold. It's gonna be people like Smash AT making fun of the fucking game.
This stupid ass shit.
And then you're gonna be like, well, you spent your money.
Oh.
Yeah, something you don't have, broke bitch.
Well, no, they do have it because they get it from the ad revenue from talking about me.
Sorry, I get annoyed with fake fucking woke people.
Exactly.
It pisses me off because you don't really stand for shit. You only stand for what's acceptable in the eyes of the majority of certain people.
Completely right.
And it's not even a majority. It's just
it's a select majority of weird little freaks like them.
a vocal weird minority of individuals. So put your money where your mouth is. Actually support these devs. Actually support these video games.
There were more tweets, more likes on tweets hating on me for my opinion of South of Midnight than there were people that bought South of Midnight. What else can you possibly say? Performative fucking narcissism.
Stop having Dustboards coming out with no players. Stop having games like Concord come out with no players. Stop having games like Lost Records, Souls Aside, another game for the LGBT, RESPECT, movement. None of y'all played those fucking games, but you want to get on the internet and you want to project like, oh, I care so much about these individuals. No, you fucking don't.
No.
You're a bunch of hypocrites. You just want to seem holier than now when you're a fucking pussy and you're broke.
God.
I'm so tired of y'all.
Oh my.
All right, ran over.
Oh.
Going to the gym.
Bro. Holy shit. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Fucking exactly. That's what I've been trying to say the whole time. Talk about cooking. Exactly. He ulted. That's exactly where we're at, man. And that's what I think. Oh, and you got... Does anyone have a direct contact Jet Q thing about supporting Take Us North and Dev Team as they face an onslaught of abuse after the Gamescom presentation? Yeah, go ahead. Karen it up. Karen it up. That's right. Yeah. Nah, that is because they don't. You can't stand the heat. Get out of the kitchen. That's the problem. It's issue backer 0. Nobody gives a fuck. Yeah, ain't nobody care about this bullshit. Actual game about illegal immigration. They interviewed actual illegal immigrants. This game's funded by Microsoft. Yep, there it is. And the thing is, guys, I'm gonna say again, And I'm excited to say, excited to share news. This is the account that deleted, got rid of everything. It's gone. Elon Musk looking into it. That's right. And so that's really where we're at. Oh, this is the guy. I'm gonna link out his Twitter. I like him, bro. He's funny. Yeah, that was the guy. Hella funny. Yeah, it was good. And so anyway, nah, bro. Like I saw this. And yeah, they merged with Ubisoft. Their name wouldn't change. Yeah, I guess so. And is done, boys. Exactly. And let me go back. I'll see if I can find the rest of it. Yeeted to the void out in 2 days. Exactly. We totally killed this game. We killed this game. I'll kill it again. I'll kill another game next time. I love killing them. I love it, bro. I love it. It's one of my favorite things to do. People say you put people out of a job. I say, bitch, that was the motherfucker. That was the reason why I did it. That was the reason. I'm gonna keep doing it. That makes me, whenever I go to bed and I fall asleep, I'm gonna be dreaming of the fact of what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna go and do a post-mortem and think about how can I do it even better next time. There's nothing that makes me more motivated than knowing that I can fuck somebody's shit up that I don't like. Nothing that makes me more, like, literally, that it's actually probably, it's probably like a fucking pathological issue, like a mental health issue that I have. There's nothing that makes me more motivated than somebody that I don't like doing something and making them stop doing it. That's it. No, it's not. Yeah, keep the killing games initiative. Exactly. Yeah, bro. You talk. Yeah. We talked about the stop killing games initiative. We got a new one. It's called the keep killing games initiative. That's right. Anyway, I'll go back. We're gonna look at some other stuff, but I did see this, and I did want to, you know, again, going complete conspiracy mode. They had no game whatsoever, nothing in development. That's probably true. The games are never meant to be bought or played. It's simply a political statement from people who have nothing of value to do. She also deleted her Twitter, went private on Instagram, and her LinkedIn is still there. They have an account on Blue Sky, but you got to be special to go there. Are you not able to look at it? Yeah. See, they're not even saying anything about this. Not even on Blue Sky they have. And that's just too bad, right? That's too bad. It shouldn't be hired anywhere. The woman showcasing the game shouldn't be hired anywhere. Oh yeah, no, you're right. Because that's a person like that is like it's a cancer. It's a cancer. A person like that gets into an area and they infect everything else with their stupidity and like their stupid worldview. And so that's it, man. So there was a big shooting today. Happened in my state. Sorry to hear that. It's awful. It's terrible that this happened. Absolutely terrible. 2 dead and 10 seriously injured. Yeah, so it could be more.
Welcome back. It's 10:29 a.m. Eastern Time, and we are getting very disturbing reports of a shooting at a Minneapolis Catholic church.
Yep.
Governor Tim Walz saying that a shooter was inside the church in Minneapolis, and we are working to get some more information. Thankfully, Bill Maluzhin is here, and he's got some great sources, as you all know, and let's just get a little description of what we know. This is very, very early stages, and as we bring you this news.
Yeah, so this all happened apparently at
It's really
Annunciation Church in the city of Minneapolis.
It's a church or school? Both. It was a religious school. It was a Catholic religious school. That's my understanding. Correct me if I'm wrong. It says Catholic school.
I'm hearing from multiple law enforcement sources, including Minneapolis law enforcement sources and federal, that this does sound to be significant and serious. They're being told that there are, quote, multiple casualties here. We don't want to talk about any numbers yet or any possible fatalities, but we are told this does sound to be very significant, very serious, with multiple casualties reported. Tim Walz, the governor of Minnesota, tweeting out that this was a, quote, horrific act of violence.
Yeah, I bet.
As we wait for details on what happened here, the ATF posted on X that they are responding to reports of a, quote, active shooter. The FBI Deputy Director Dan Bongino tweeting out that the FBI is en route to the scene as well. Local media putting reports out as well. No status, no update yet on a possible shooter, if this is still active, if that potential shooter is down or still a threat. Still waiting on those details, but Dana, as we know with these mass shootings,
That's
a lot
insane.
of information comes out quickly. Sometimes it's wrong, sometimes it's erroneous.
Yeah.
But based off this law enforcement response,
Had "Kill Trump" written on the gun.
we're seeing from public officials, including the Minneapolis mayor and Governor Tim Walz, it does sound like something, unfortunately, very horrible and significant has happened at this church in Minneapolis.
And the city of Minneapolis is reporting there's no active threat to the community.
So they did get his ass, which is what is important, right? And so that is good, but apparently the FBI is going to investigate this. And I'll look at some more, this literally just came out, and I'll look at some more stuff about the shooter after this. He killed himself. W. Huge W. Did something right.
Welcome back. Breaking right now, FBI Director Kash Patel just posted on X, quote, "The FBI is investigating the shooting as an act of domestic terrorism and a hate crime targeting Catholics. There were 2 fatalities, an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old. In addition to those lives lost,
So you get an 8-year-old? Bro, this is a nutball, bro. Like, what the fuck?
14 children and 3 adults have been injured. A bunch of them remain in critical condition. The shooter has been identified as Robin Westman, born Robert Westman. The FBI is going to continue to...
So they are trans. Is this... It seems like that this is actually what's happening. What is this? Oh! This looks like what normal people write on their books. Ah ha ha, yes. Right, that's, yeah, of course. You can't show that, it's considered manifesto? Oh, is it? Okay, yeah, I guess, okay, well, you guys didn't see that. Did you guys see that? No, you didn't.
To provide updates on our ongoing investigation with the public as we are able. Let's go ahead and bring in retired NYPD Inspector Paul Morrow, an attorney, also a Fox News contributor. Paul,
I don't think it's a W. I want him crucified publicly. It's a waste of money. It's better just, I mean, honestly, like, if they killed themselves, like, that is such a, like, because then the person doesn't get made out to be an icon. They don't get any media attention. They're just dead. They're dead. That's a huge, huge W. Massive W.
Do you think
we don't spend money on it
as an act of terrorism?
Look, they may have some indicia that there was this animus toward a particular religious group, which would make it a hate crime.
Well, you look at, so, and this is the thing, is that, like, if I go, I mean, if it says get clapped, where is your God? I mean, I'm gonna be real. This looks like a motherfucking hate crime. I think it's, aw, jeez, guys. I wonder what's going on here. Yeah, this is it. You're talking about that? Of course. Yeah, of course we're gonna talk about it. Yeah, look at the videos. I don't want to, because that actually is the manifesto. I mean, a picture is not really a thing. But, like, what is this? Oh, right. Here we go. Here's another indicator. A picture of Jesus Christ with his head there at a shooting target. Oh, good. Oh, great. There we go. Actually sad? Yeah, it really is. This is insane. What a fucking freak. Yeah, you can't. A Torball wish didn't listen to watch? No, yeah, I can't do it. He was a Satanist. It's common in that community for trans people. I don't know if they are or not.
I don't know. If you have a mass shooting carried out for ideological purpose,
100%. I mean, really, bro. Like there's no question that it's ideal. Like, it's not. How could you even say it's not?
To say if you get violence plus an ideological purpose, you get into the terrorism area. But let's be clear, the federal level always needs some connection to a foreign power. So the hate crime angle relative to this at the federal level is far more likely than it would be a terrorism case. But look, it's good that they're checking the box.
It's obviously a hate crime. Obviously.
They're looking at it that way, and they may have found something. You know, they may have had an interview with somebody who told them this, or they already got into the computer. There may be something.
Could a terrorism designation kind of give the investigators more resources, because we are some kind of a benefit in pursuing, you know, whatever information can be gleaned about this?
You know, in a practical sense, in a case like this, it's unlikely that it's going to matter.
I don't want to misgender the shooter. Corpses don't have genders.
Terrorism case, the reason you want that designation as a terrorist entity is because what you get then is that anything that's done in furtherance of that terrorist group, let's just say it's Al-Qaeda for the sake of argument, right, in a different instance. Then anything you do that's in furtherance of that, think of it as conspiracy, anything that you're doing in furtherance of
Manifesto is written all in Russian.
And so that's why you like that bigger designation, because it takes you into...
You got to keep in mind that, like, this is always my opinion, is that whenever you try to unravel the mind of a person that goes into a Catholic school and kills children, you cannot logically deduce rationale in the same way that you could for, like, why somebody goes to the grocery store. This is not a person of sound mind. It's not a person that is... you know, in control of the mental facilities. They have transcended all ideology, all political thinking, all conventional wisdom, and they have just turned into complete psychopaths. This is, you have to remember this. They're out of their mind. Their brain is broken.
Sort of a group, and anything you're doing
Demonic
on behalf
possession.
of the group, like a RICO charge, anything you're doing on behalf of this group ends up being chargeable. But again, at the federal level, and this is why I've been somebody, and you know, people disagree with me on this, and reasonable minds can disagree. I get it, but I've often advocated that we should be looking hard at a domestic terrorism charge, which can be modeled on the state terrorism charges that do exist around the country.
I don't know about that.
And that is simply violence for an ideological purpose. And you don't need necessarily a
maybe that's a good
protected
idea.
class, like a religion or a particular ethnicity.
Yeah, maybe he's right about that.
For ideological purpose, that would get you to a terrorism charge. We don't have that, and so likely I think if the feds do charge here, it'll be more in the hate crime area, unless some
It's definitely a hate crime. I mean, that's obvious.
Well, and does any of this, I mean,
Like,
not
everybody
to be
can
crude,
see
but
that.
this guy is a murderer. He is now dead. Does it matter?
No.
Rip
He's dead,
Bozo.
so it doesn't really matter in terms of the investigation. I mean, just to be blunt about it, like I said, unless he does end up getting linked to a group.
Yeah.
And let's take the terrorism charge out. Let's say he ends up being linked to a domestic group, and let's say a hate group. Well, then it does matter, because what it allows you to do then is to start to scrape into that group. You can make it a conspiracy. You can configure it as a group of people who look to do something like this. And what I've been name checking all day is the thing that we had out in California, where that guy bombed the fertility clinic. I don't remember his name, and I don't want to say it anyway. But while that didn't end up being a group, you know, we all went away
That
thinking,
guy's just another nutball anti-natalist. He wanted to have everybody die in the world. He's just a nutball. I remember him.
Hey, one and done. That case is over. The guy blew himself
By the way,
up.
it didn't even work.
Nothing else to worry about.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, a couple of weeks later, they charge a second piece. They're going to go all the way on this because of how horrific it is. You can rest assured. Federal, state, local, doesn't matter. They're going all the way.
I want to go ahead now and bring in correspondent Bill Melugin. He's been digging into the details all day. He has also covered many school shootings.
Yeah, who is this guy?
An unenviable beat to be on. But Bill, you know, Trey Gowdy pointed out on our air earlier today that it seems over and over and over again these mass shooters are young American men, usually in their 20s.
Yeah, that's
obvious.
Certainly seems to be the case. We don't really know why, but that's the profile that's being fit in this one as well. You know, just looking at some of the information we're getting about the shooter here, identified as Robin Westman. You know, Fox News obtaining the paperwork that back in 2019, his parents filed in the state of Minnesota to allow him to change his name from Robert to Robin, and on that paperwork it's
2015. How old is this person? How old are they? Does anybody know? 23? Oh, 2019? I heard wrong, excuse me. Okay, so that's basically as soon as they turned 18.
They said it's because he identified as female, so that was the reason for that name change. But you talk about like the profile of these young guys committing these shootings. That certainly does seem to be the case. Pretty much every time we have one of these high-profile ones, it was the case in Uvalde, which I covered a few years ago. It was the case in Sandy Hook. Now, thankfully,
90% of these shooters are young men in their 20s. Like, as I said, I had the whole thing about it. Where the fuck is it? I don't know, really. Yeah, is this it? No, this is some other bullshit. Like, I'm not even sure. Yeah, but there's definitely like a huge fucking trend here. We can all see the trend here.
Doesn't appear this incident's going to be as bad, but you look at some of the things that are floating around online right now in terms of some of the writings. There's that manifesto flying around. We're obviously talking about a very sick individual here. It's going to take a while to figure out what, if any, motive there was here. You guys have been talking about the FBI.
Well, it's obvious what the motive is. This person hated Catholics and they hated like religion. It's pretty obvious. I mean, if you look, I mean, like this. We don't know what the motive is. I mean, I understand that, like, from a legal perspective, that's what you're going to say. But like, let's just go ahead and be realistic here. We know exactly what the motive is. They wrote down what the motive is. Like, they said what the motive was. Like, it's not even a question. What's the Russian text? I have no idea how the Russian